All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our MAV TV Plus post-race show with our 250 riders starting first. Jett Lawrence with the win today, Hunter Lawrence in that number 2 position, and Joe Shimoda in third. An incredible day of racing here in both classes, but I got to tell you, absolutely intense in this 250 division. All 4 rounds, these guys have been key players, and I have to tell you, I just talked to Joe. Joe, saw some changes in the attitude, the body position. You explained to me you've been under the weather for a couple weeks. Go ahead and let us know how today went for us in your words.
Today was all right. Like, I'm happy with the podium, considering my body sickness. But the main thing was the start. I got a 2 good start, put myself in the front. Struggle on the track a little bit, but still, like, having a good start is a big thing to me. So I think that kind of helped me to get to here.
Yeah, we've talked about the starts in the past and definitely improving. Outside of the sickness, you got a week off, so you're going to have a little bit of time to recover, a little time to start, working for the next part of the series. What's in store for you? What's the plan?
Yeah, the week off going to be really helpful for me. Just have time to recover and honestly retrain again. Yeah, like last week I did some barely riding, saved my energy for today. So yeah, hopefully I can be close to 100%, and then yeah, on to next.
Well, great ride today. Congratulations. Hunter, second place. I got to tell you, blazing fast. I believe set fastest lap of one of the motos. Have to be pleased with today's effort and performance. Tell us a little bit about the track, the conditions, and your race day.
Yeah, it was a good one. Obviously, me and Jett went 1-2, first one, and then 2-1 for me for the second one. So it was cool. It was tough. It was a coin toss in that last one. Honestly, it was so close, and track was it was tough today. It was more like not flowing and stuff like that. It wasn't a traditional high point, I don't think. So it was a tough one. You know, the track was gnarly and it wasn't easy to flow. So it was literally a 35-minute sprint, that last moto from the gate drop. We were sprinting the whole moto. So it was I think pretty cool to watch. You know, third place was 36 seconds behind us, and you know, I set the fastest lap time of the race on the last lap is when I did it. So it was cool. I'll get him back next time. There'll be another time for sure, and there's going to be many more good motos just like that one. I think it's cool. It's the race everyone's been wanting to see for a long time. So.
Absolutely. And when you guys match each other's consistency lap after lap, you guys are within a half a lap. That tells you everything's going right during the week, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it was literally a few more laps, I think I would have passed him back. You know, it was literally just how long the moto went on. We passed each other, I think, like 4 times, which felt like 10 times. So it was definitely interesting.
Awesome. Congratulations on a great ride to you as well. Jett, you did what Jett Lawrence does. You sat there in second place, third place in both of the motos for 3 or 4 laps. You closed the gap at will, it seemed like. When you felt like it, you could close the gap. And when necessary, where does your willingness to cross the line a little bit? You'll take a bad line, you'll let it hang out a touch maybe in an untraditional position. Where does that come from?
Yeah, the track was a fun layout. Like, the track's fun, but the main line was always the fastest, and it was pretty one line. And whenever, like in that second one, thankfully I had energy, not like last weekend where I had nothing, so I was able to fight a bit. But whenever like we'd pass in a certain spot, whenever we would pass in a certain spot, the next lap, if I got Hunter somewhere, and then we would go back to that, like, we'll block that line so then they can't use it. So it was always kind of playing that, not cat and mouse, but we were smart enough to know where, okay, Hunter got me here. So then that every lap when he was behind me, once I got him back, I would stay to the inside so he couldn't use that line again. So it was a fun race to just go back and forth, and we know we can push the limits hard and we can get close to each other, but we know we're technically good enough not to take each other out and our race. So I mean, it was fun, but very difficult, because if you'd have to use a passing spot and make sure you make the pass, because otherwise they would know that you use that spot, that line.
Yeah, well, that's very interesting that you say that, because I use the term cat and mouse as well. You were able to just have an uncanny ability to know where they were going to be and to be able to just protect that race line. So very interesting. Congratulations to you, man. Got a week off. Back to the mill, or are you going to have a little fun this week?
Probably just same stuff. Nothing crazy. Just keep at it and just keep chugging along. Trying to stay. Obviously, get rid of the sickness still. Today was a lot better. I was actually able to push, like I said, but we hopefully we can get rid of the sickness fully and come back to I think is it RedBud? Yeah, RedBud. Come back to RedBud and be 100% again.
Awesome. Well, I know you guys will use that time wisely. Look forward to seeing you guys at RedBud. Right now, I'd like to open the floor to questions. All right.
Hey, Mitch Kendra from Racer X. Hunter, obviously you haven't had a bad season by any means. You're having a good season. But to get the extension today with the Honda HRC and then to ride like you did today, what did that feel like today? Could you just talk a little bit about that and then about the extension as well?
Yeah, it was cool. Obviously, we did the 2-year extension with Honda, which is awesome just because I love that team. I like to think they love me as well. And, it's just awesome. Everyone works together so well. We all get along. We all communicate. And honestly, it's like we've been through quite a few bad teams and stuff in Europe, and all we wanted was someone just to devote our loyalty to. We're super loyal, and now we have like the dream team. Like I said, we love them like family, and we'll be forever loyal to them and stuff. So it's cool. And then today was just riding. We've been getting better and better, getting rid of this sickness, and today was, I want to say, pretty much close to 100% as far as health-wise. So it's been good. We use the week off to help get ahead of it, build up our immune system a bit more, and get ready for RedBud.
And then obviously you and Jett, you and Jett have battled a lot here the last couple weeks. For you guys racing each other one-on-one like you did, is there kind of like comfort in knowing the guy you're going against, his tendencies, but he's not going to race you dirty? Can you talk a little bit about that? And is it tough to almost keep your composure? Remember, hey, it's a race day. It's not just Tuesday at the track. Is that tough to keep that mindset of you got to push, but you don't want to push it too hard? And can you talk a little bit about that? And then Jett as well.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I wouldn't say there isn't a you don't want to push too hard, because we literally sprinted for the whole 35-minute moto. There wasn't a lap where we're let's preserve a little energy. It's the last moto of the day. It's leave everything on the table. So, but at the same time, I think you see better racing when we're using passing racecraft and stuff like that to make passes and mental decisions and stuff like that. I think that is better to watch than, there's a guy behind me, I'm just going to clean him out, because I feel like that's the easy way out, and it's not really what the fans want to see. I think one takeout for one lap, they'd rather take a 35-minute battle. We finished 0.05 behind each other on the finish line, and it was like that for the whole race. So I think that's what is cool, because we're not going to clean each other out or do anything stupid, because it's just, I don't know, we've never really been into that, and it's more fun to race clean.
And then Jett, what were your thoughts on racing him?
Basically, most of what Hunter said is pretty correct. The biggest thing is with us, we know we're not ever really going to back down. So even those last laps, I got a bit of a gap on him through lappers, but then like he said, he finished half a second behind me just because he's always coming, and I think if it was vice versa, it would be the same. We're always coming, because the track this weekend, it was we were kind of the racecraft, like he said, we had to use racecraft a lot and kind of almost relying on a little bit of mistakes somewhere just to get next to him, so you can maybe put a front wheel and put him off a bit. So it was fun. I'd much rather that racing than racing some other guys that just go in to try to take you out. I mean, that just shows how much they that they know they don't want you to get past them. Where with us, it's we know that we don't want to let each other pass, but we do it in a respectful way where it's never we're going to be coming off going, why the hell would you do this? Or you end up getting into a fist fight, because one, I would get my ass knocked down, but so I know not to go there. But even we just like having fun racing, being close. We got close a good couple times, but it was never like we're close, because we're comfortable. We know how good we are on a bike and technical wise, and we know we're not going to take each other out on purpose.
And then you mentioned about him not giving you anything and you not giving him anything, like you're both going to fight to the end. Did you realize he was that close behind you at the finish? I mean, you had to know he was coming, but did you realize?
I didn't realize he was that close. I think it definitely was a little bit closer. I think he got that inside rut and came out, because that time line's at the bottom of up ramp. So I just kind of just sent it through that rut just to get through it, hopefully, because if I went a little bit wider, I think on the timing gates he might have gotten me, because he just went that tight line. But yeah, I could hear him, because I mean, there's only one other bike out there that sounds like mine that I know, so I could hear him there. I'm like, damn it, I thought I had a bit of a gap, but no, it's cool, because you like having that race where it's like just the whole time 100%, and just having that guy push you, and it was fun. I mean, it was nothing crazy where you're like, oh no, I don't want to actually do this anymore. It was more like, yeah, well, let's keep kind of going, but no, it was good.
And then real quick, one last one for Joe. You mentioned about getting over the sickness a little bit, but coming out swinging at RedBud. Are you looking forward to anything specific at RedBud, the track, or just kind of getting, like you said, getting fully healthy, or anything you can point to that, do you like the fans there? Anything you can talk about RedBud?
Yeah, I mean, fans are crazy. I think the RedBud is the best, like, energy-wise with fans. So good vibes only.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mitch. Who's next? Any more questions? Anybody?
RedBud.
All right, that does it right there, Jett. Absolutely, that sums it up. RedBud, and congratulations, you guys. Jett, I find it funny you talk about a little lack of flow when you were the smoothest guy on the track. Hunter, jumping across some ruts, going to the outside, cutting back across the ruts. Really physical on the bike today, it seemed like to me. A lot of movement, a lot of action on the bike. And Jett was just Jett. I mean, laid that thing into the corners, made some nice swoopy arcs, and made it look really smooth and a lot of flow,
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I barely sweated.
Smooth operator.
All right.
Good for you.
Hey, and with that, we're going to end on that note.
Hey, what
right there.
about Joe?
We
Joe,
can count
like,
on these guys,
what about-
man.
That's a bold statement,
Yeah,
saying he
that's
was
for
the
you.
smoothest guy out there. That's a bit of a bold statement.
Man, that's
He
like-
was.
He was
in my
squirrely.
eyes, from the booth, he absolutely was. But
Yeah, your eyes
Hunter's
checked.
over here on the end. That's going, okay.
if this is the kind of response I'm
Thanks.
going to get, I got to bring you guys out more often, definitely, for
Yeah,
sure.
Smoothest guy, jeez.
Great stuff. Well, hey, congratulations to all of you. Enjoy your week off. Look forward to seeing you guys at RedBud. Thank you so much, Jett, Hunter, and the Joe Show, Joe Shimoda.